Well, boys, may the fourth week be with you. This is week 4 of the Pothead predictions. I'd like to start this week's video off with a little seasonally bold predictions. I'm going to start off with Joe. My thoughts on Joe. It's about that time of the year when Joe decides to crash and burn his team right into the ground. So, my bold prediction for Joe is by the end of the season, he has more hair on his head than he does wins. Up next, we have Kerr, who is a Jew. He's going to be too busy counting all his gold dragoons to play fantasy football. So, however, my bold prediction for Jew Kerr is that somehow he Jews his way into the playoffs. However, he's knocked out in the first round. Up next, we have Sean. Sean's team stinks. End of story. My prediction, bold prediction for Sean, however, doesn't come in last place. You got that going for you. But I think you still pay up that $100 to Frank. Sorry, bud. Next, we got the Duty Bros, Booms and Tony down in Hot Atlanta. They're off to an epically bad start to the season. Thanks a lot, AB, I guess. My bold prediction for them. However bad the start is, their team is very young. I think they bounce back and turn the season around. Prediction, getting another bold prediction later on in this video. Next, we have Frank. I don't know. Frank must be too busy with his kids, but still has an illegal lineup last time I checked. So, I don't know. Booms, you might want to do something about that. He also talked into the chat for the first time in ever. Bold prediction for Frank. Frank makes a dumbass trade very soon and ruins the season. However, still gets $100 from Sean. Next, we have Fico. Fico's got a solid group of running backs on his hands. However, his pass catchers are pretty banged up. My bold prediction for Fico makes his second championship. Possible rematch? Maybe? Who knows? We'll see. Next we got Mac. Mac, I'm really sorry about last week. Joe really made you look like Leia in that slave girl outfit. Laughing out there like Jabba the Hutt. I'm sorry, that was bad. Bold prediction for Mac. He bounces back after getting raped by Joe, and he breaks the scoring record for a single game. Back-to-back weeks. You heard it here. Next, we have Fox, my petite Padawan. I guess here's some more material for your board. My little Ewok friend. You're going to lose this week to yours truly. And my bold prediction is that, I don't know if this is true or not, but not making the playoffs this year, and I think it's the first time ever not to make the playoffs. Booms, you're going to have to check on the record for that. Last but not lightest, we have Bobby the Hutt and Jander. I expected a lot of shit talk out of these two this week. Playing Sean, leading up to it, not anything at all. Very disappointed in you guys. I thought you brought Jander on for more shit talk. Not really seeing it. Step it up, boys. My bold prediction for these two fatzos is that their combined weight at the end of the season will be more than a metric ton. Alright, now on to the matchups. First matchup, we got Fico versus Frank. Frank can't read or check his lineup. Fico keeps his winning streak rolling and gets back-to-back wins over Frank. Next, we got Mac versus Juker. As I said earlier, Mac's going to set a scoring record this week against Juker. He wins easily. Next, we got me versus Fox. Fox, sorry, bud, you just don't measure up to my team. 2 losses in a row. Sorry, bro. Next, we have Bobby the Hut versus Sean. Sean's got a lot of injuries, man. It's tough, but you don't get your first win here, bro. Sorry. I see a lot of better things coming for you, but this week's just not your week. It's coming up, bro. Stay with it. Stay with it. Last, we have the game of the week. The Duty Bros versus the Bald Bomber. And I think that's what he does this week is bomb. Booms bounces back, and this tag team knocks the pussy off of the pedestal. Booms and Tony get their first win of the season. Joe gets his first loss of the season. That's my predictions for the week, and go Birds.